In today's Tonka Tactical video, what I'm going to talk about is Eclipse GX2 roller bag. Now, I know you might be thinking, I don't need a gear bag. What? Forget it, I don't need it. But let me show you. Watch this video, and I promise you, you'll change your mind. So if you're ready, let's get going. Hey everybody, I'm your man Tonka. Thank you so much for joining me here on another Tonka Tactical video. Really appreciate you taking the time out. Stop by, check me out, check out my video, check out my channel. Really means a lot to me. In this Tonka Tactical video, like I said at the intro, I'm going to talk about Eclipse GX2 roller gear bag. Now listen, I'm going to tell you, you might not be in the market for one, or perhaps you are right now. But listen, watch this video and you're going to realize why you need to own this, okay? It is a phenomenal gear bag. Now, you might be thinking, it's just another gear bag, right? Well, the reason why you think it's just another gear bag is because there's nothing here to compare it to. So I got your back. Let me show you what my gear bag and what I'm running with right now looks like. And then you're going to look at this, you're going to realize, man, this is the way to go. But I'm going to go into detail about this gear bag. I'm not going to make this a long-winded video. But anyways, I'm going to cover a couple of things. Oh, so let me bring up my gear bag. Now, listen. As you know, I treat things pretty roughly. That's why I had to get this gear bag, and that's why I did my investigation. I said, you know what? This is the one to get. So don't judge when you look at my gear bag because it looks like a sack of shit. But anyways, let me bring it up right here. That's my gear bag. Now, I'm not going to tell you the brand that I run with because I'm not into talking badly about any particular company. But as you can see, it looks pretty pathetic. Some might say it looks like a geriatric in jeans, right? Their ass, right? Just flat and nothing there, right? Well, that's what this looks like, and that's what this pretty much is. But let me tell you a couple things and reasons why this gear bag, probably the gear bag you're probably running with, is probably similar to this, and why this gear bag is so much different. Right away, you can see there's no life into this. There's no body into this. There's no support. Whereas you look at Eclipse gear bag, and you can see it right away, and there's nothing in here. This is empty, but as you can see, it's solid, it's holding its shape, it's beautiful, okay? The other thing is, the pouch is on the side here. My pouches are full of just crap, like just, not crap, but gear bag stuff, right? Paintball stuff, like socks and, oh, here's my charger. I'm looking for that. Okay, chargers. So as you can see, things are everywhere, right? And there's no rhyme or reason for anything in this gear bag. This is all my tactical shit. So so the problem is when you have pockets on the side, when you're dragging things or dragging your bag in the forest or pulling out your trunk, it's catching on everything, right? Where, you know what? You look at Eclipse gear bag, everything is streamlined. It's beautiful. So dragging thing up, pulling this out, it's going to be a breeze, right? Not secondary, really, right? Who cares about the pockets? But it is good at streamlined. But the other thing is this. As you can see, I'll show you. I'll try to get a close-up. As you can see, the teeth of these zippers, they're garbage, man. In fact, this thing doesn't even close anymore. I tell you, when I walk on the field, I look so ghetto. Like this bag is like falling apart, right? But yeah, see, as you can see, look, I'll show you right here. That's what it looks like. Yeah, sucks. Pure ghetto, right? But you look at these guys, these teeth, these zippers, they're heavy duty. They're gonna last for years, man. Again, just listen. Just like anything else Eclipse has, they put a lot of research, they put a lot of R&D into their product before they put it out there because, obviously their name means everything to them, and they want to make sure that if you buy something, it's going to be high quality, and the money that you invest in your gear is money well spent, right? So again, this is really solid. In fact, as you can see, it maintains its shape because a couple things I just noticed this just now. As you can see, there are these ridges here on either side to maintain the integrity of the bag itself. And I'll get into more detail about the integrity and stuff like that in a second. And also, here's my handle. It is like shaking all over the place. Again, when I walk on the field, it looks ugly, man. It's pretty embarrassing, right? So I'm walking around this pathetic gear bag and it sucks. Like look at this. Cheap gray metal and it's shaking. I think it just popped out. Yeah, it's garbage, right? So, yeah. So again, let me just drop it down there. garbage, right? But again, you look at this and it is solid. So let me walk you through this. And I'm going to tell you, I know I'm going to make this video short because I don't want to bore you. But I'm telling you, if you're looking for a gear bag, you're going to want to watch this video because I tell you, you're going to realize that this is the gear bag for you. Okay? So again, just kind of cover a couple of things. Like I said before, as you can see, it's nice and streamlined. It's solid, maintains the integrity of the gear bag in terms of the shape and protection of your gear. And also what's cool, they have these runners here along here, okay? More importantly, as you can see, these are heavy gauge all-terrain wheels, right? Right, so they're solid. They're not like airport luggage wheels, right? And also what's cool about this is if you do a lot of travel, you go to hotels, say you don't just use this for your gear bag for paintball, but you use it as a travel vacation bag. When you're going up the stairs, they have these rails here, which I'll show you on an angle there. They have these rails here, so then when you're going up the stairs, it's not catching, the stairs aren't catching on the wheels, right? Instead, it's gliding over this rail here, right over top of the wheel. So it's real smooth transition from going from one step to the other. Again, brilliant. Again, Planet Eclipse, man, I gotta hand it to you as I spit on my bag. I see that one. So they have these rails as well. Cool thing about these rails is that inside, which I'll show you in a second, there's an envelope where you can put your marker in there. So when you put your gear bag on the ground, as you can see, there's a certain degree of space between these rails, so these rails will hit the ground before the main part of the bag. It will protect your gear inside, okay? And also, in the front here, okay, which is nice and zippered and protected, is a pouch in here, okay, for whatever gear you want, as well as a see-through pocket in here, okay, where you can put your keys or whatever. I don't know. If you're traveling, you put your, what do you call it, your passport in here as well, okay? And of course, with any good piece of luggage, there's your ID card in there, okay? The great thing is, here is the handle right here. It is solid. I'm telling you, it is solid in here, okay? It's good grade. It's nice and smooth. Push this button, it unlocks, and you'll be able to pull it out, okay? You know what? I gotta really take it. I'm pretty rough with things. I gotta calm myself down. So anyways, so there's a bunch of pockets on the side here. Again, streamlined. These are small little pockets in here. I don't know what you can put in there. Maybe your keys or whatever, okay? But they're small, the size of your hand. There's one on the other side as well, as you can see right here, okay? And here's something cool. Now, I don't recommend you have a lot of stinky gear. As soon as you finish playing your game, go home, pull out your stinky ass gear, wash it, don't keep it in here. However, if you do, there's some small little vents in here as well to let your stuff breathe. Okay, so that's always important, right? And also you have these little things here. I mean, what the hell is this? Well, you know what? This is an area for your morale patch. And you know what? Planet Eclipse has a lot of branding all over their stuff, as you can see. Eclipse here, the E down here, and the E on the other side. So what should we put in here instead? What we should put here. This is my Magfed Harley Davidson inspired Magfed paintball morale patch. So we're going to put it right here. Now this is, I'm going to tell you right now, this is a shameless plug. So if you want to get this morale patch, go check out my website, TonkaTactical.com, and which I forgot, if I haven't already mentioned, I want to give a big shout out. I probably did say this at the top of the video, but I want to give a big shout out to my two amazing sponsors, which is Tier 1 Armament Store, your online store for your Magfed, all your Magfed needs. Check them out. They're awesome, amazing prices. And if you live in Canada and you want some amazing MCS gear, Tier 1 can actually get it cheaper for you directly through Tier 1 versus if you went to the MCS website and purchased your MCS gear off them. So check Tier 1 Armament if you want some MCS gear as well. And of course, my brick and mortar store, which is Tactical Sports in Barrie. They just moved to a massive location. They carry everything, airsoft and paintball. Amazing prices as well, and a great bunch of guys, man. So please check them out. Show them your love. Tell them Tonka sent you, and support these guys. Amazing companies, okay? So anyways, the links and stuff will be in the show notes or the description below. So of course, we also have to have the Tonka Tactical patch, which is my favorite patch ever. And if you ever see me on the field, please come up to me. I'll always give you one. I just give them out to everybody, man, because I love you, that you guys support me. I really, really appreciate it. All right. All right. So enough of the shameless plugs. Let's get on to the topic at hand. So handles, of course, you need the standard Velcro handle that keeps everything handles together and stuff like that. So let's open it up. I'll show you the guts of this thing. And let me show you I talked about the gauge of the zippers. Also, as you can see here, even the gauge of these zippers, the handles itself, are really, really solid. They have these little, what the hell you call these things? Little handle, little whatever, stringy things. Your hands are all dainty. I don't know what it's for, really. I guess it'll help pull things easier. Yeah, I guess that's what it is. See, it makes things pull it a bit easier. But more importantly, they have these little loops that you can see right in there. I'll zoom in on that. So you can put a little lock there. Okay, so if you're running first strikes like I typically do, during this economic time, first strikes are not cheap. So people might come by and pocket them maybe. So if you want to keep your stuff safe, your first strike safe, you can lock your gear bag beautifully. You can play without a worry or care in the world, right? Anyway, so let's crack this open. So, all right. So inside again, it's very, very spacious. I talked about that there's an envelope here for your Magfed marker or your marker in general. Now, this material, it's like tarp material. So the whole thing, in fact, the whole bag is like this tarp material. So it's very, very durable. And just like, actually, I probably didn't mention this, much like the outside, the inside, if you get paintball shots at it or whatever, dirt, it's really, really easy to wash. All over this has this, this protective coating on it. So it's very, very easy to wash. You spray it off with warm water, and you're good to go. And I actually forgot, as I show this right, I'm going to show this right here. These handles are also really, really solid as well. Has this rubberized material in the front, and it's solid. It's hard. It's also not hard, but it's tough. And it's also nice and soft for your hand, so it's solid. And you have one on both sides. Okay. All right. So let's talk about the interior again. So here you can put your marker in here. Now listen, they say you can put 2 markers in here. I wouldn't really suggest that, especially if you have a Magfed marker. Obviously, 1 Magfed marker is all you're going to be able to fit in there. And also, if you put in 2 speedball markers, excuse me, you can jam these together, and I wouldn't do that. But here's the cool thing. As you can see, there's a flap to keep it protected, keep it contained within the compartment here. But also, there's Velcro here on either side. So you can actually position this, excuse me, anywhere you want within the confines of your bag, okay? Because the other Velcro side is right along here, okay? So what I would recommend, though, keep it in the middle, because that way you now have 2 compartments that you can separate your gear. So if you run whatever Magfed and you run a vest, you put your vest and stuff here, and then your other gear, your clothes, your pants, your shirt, or whatever on the other side. That way everything is well organized. And that's the thing with this one, right? This thing is just like this floppy jellyfish kind of thing, right? So trying to find your gear, it's a nightmare. Everything's freaking all over the place, right? But again, Planet Eclipse, they're not going to do that. So they're going to make it nice compartments, make it really, really organized, because what they also have is, I'll show you on this side here, they have pockets everywhere. So let me just pull this out for a second. So they have pockets here on this side. They have 2 pockets here. Okay, right there. And on the other side, where's the other zipper? On this side here. So you can put whatever gear. So say, for example, there you go, on that side right there, right? So say, for example, you want to put your tool kit or whatever, right? just have a bunch of Allen keys in here, batteries, and whatever. I'll show on this side. My oil, my gels, my O-rings, all that sort of stuff, right? So I can put it in. Let's see if it fits in. It kind of fits, but not really, right? But don't worry. Planet Eclipse got you covered, because they think of everything. So here you have 2 pockets on this side here. However, you have 1 big pocket on this side, which is right here. Bam, right there. So you can easily put right there, zip it up, and you're good to go. All right. So, of course, they have this section here where if you're commanding or whatever and you want to put your field map in here, you can use a dry erase marker and plot out your strategy with your team. Also have these two little pouches in here, whatever you want to put in here, wallets or whatever, money, I don't know, cell phone, so whatever, I don't know. They have a whole bunch of pockets everywhere. Well, let me talk to you about the interior here for a second because, say, for example, you have a lot of gear, right? You have a section in here. You have a section in, obviously, in here. Let me take this out. It's flapping all over the place. You might have a lot of equipment and you need the entire span of the gear bag, right? Don't worry about it because this flap here, which divides this section and this section, this flap here opens up. As you can see, you can use the entire section all the way to the smaller compartment, okay? I don't really recommend you doing that. I'm a big fan, basically, of having, although you might not really notice it the way my bag looks now, but I'm a real big fan of different sections, just because, you know what? When you're rifling through a bunch of crap, especially when you play Magfed, it's kind of time sensitive, right? Because you got to load up your mags individually. It's not like you have a hopper and just bam, drop all the balls, right? So the more efficient you can be with loading your marks and getting out in the field, better. Although, having said that, if you want to plan an Eclipse EMF 100, as you know, if you see my other review videos, their mags are super hyper efficient in loading. So if you don't have any EMF, I suggest you get one. Because again, just like anything else, I'm a big fan of Planet Eclipse and best gear. Anyways, so what I would recommend is keeping this section isolated from this section here. Why? Just because you can throw other stuff in here. Like, I don't know, what I'd probably throw in here is my, I'll show you on this side here. What I'd probably throw in here is my mags, my gloves, my knee pads, and probably even, actually, now that I think of it, my S63 kit, which will probably fit in there. Beautiful. Yeah, right in there. That's my S63 kit right there. If you don't know what an S63 kit is, it's a bore kit. I'll show you it anyways. It's a bore kit, rifle bore kit. It's perfect, man. For first strikes, it's a kit that again has a rifled bore in there to make the first strikes fly better. Anyway, so now you might be thinking this flap here, flaps all over the place, and you know it's easy to separate the two part compartments, but no. Underneath here, there's a Velcro, okay? Now all you do is just attach it right at the bottom there, just like this, okay? Right at the bottom right there, if you can see that, okay? And also, there are zippers as well. Let me pull out the zipper so you can see that. And there are zippers as well, as you can see right there, okay? So you can easily zip it up and separate the two compartments, okay? I probably should straighten it out a bit. There we go. I'll do it later. All right, so there it is. There's the other compartment in there. And as you can see, there are all these little mesh pockets in here as well. Okay, maybe to put your sweaty-ass gloves. I don't know. They're actually kind of small, actually. I don't know what you can put in there. But you know what? It's your gear bag. You can do whatever you want with it, right? So that's about it. And I'm telling you, like I said, the quality that Planet Eclipse puts in this, the zipper quality is phenomenal. It'll last you for years. And listen, I know that the price point on this might be a bit steep for some people. I get it, but you know what? I'm telling you, just like anything else, Planet Eclipse put out some really, really good products. Their quality is top notch. That's why I'm associated with them. And this gear bag will last you for a long, long time. So it's money well spent. It's a great investment. I'm telling you, I'm really happy that I have it. And listen, if you're in the field that I'm on and you want to check it out, please come on over. I'll give you one of my patches. Check it out. I'm telling you, it is phenomenal. All right. So listen, thank you so much for joining me here. And let me talk to you about Planet Eclipse GX2 gear bag. It is, like I said, it's a great gear bag. And what else was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Please check out our amazing, amazing sponsors. And again, if you want some logo-inspired paintball apparel, check out TonkaTactical.com. I'm actually reorganizing the site. It should be up. If you're watching this, it should be up by next week. I'll be watching this after a couple days after I launched it. This particular video, it'll be up in a couple of days or 1 week, sorry. And also, everything, there'll be a complete site-wide sale. Is free shipping anywhere in the world. Check us out. And if you want to get my Magfed Harley Davidson inspired morale patch, check it out only on TonkaTactical.com. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me here. We'll see you on the next video. Tonka out.